Like every year, the peak climbing season on Everest is filled with people, and this leads to having several victims, for one reason or another. People are dying on Everest almost daily this season, except for the three Nepali climbers who perished after a serra collapse in the Khumbu Fall. None died in a climbing accident, but rather from health issues. Throughout the weekend, winds have picked up on Everest, making progress tougher for the last would-be summiters. More importantly, conditions impeded the rescue of a sick climber, with tragic consequences. Bernard Kenninson of Australia fell sick shortly after starting his descent from the summit on Friday. He died at the balcony at 8,300 meters. That was Steven Sherpa wrote.
Naga Sherpa recognized the early symptoms of high altitude cerebral edema, so he administered the dexamethasone, but it didn't help, and by the time they had reached the south summit, the Sherpa had to drag his down. 7 hours later, they finally got to the balcony, by which point Jason was completely unresponsive, and the Sherpas had run out of oxygen for at least 3 hours. They hadn't been able to move him for at least an hour. The winds were horrendous, and I was risking the Sherpas' lives at this point. I radioed the Sherpas and made the call to tell them to leave Jason at 4 o'clock and descend down to Camp 4. Two of the other summit Sherpas of the day returned to Camp 4 and tried to return to the balcony, but it was too windy. I told all the Sherpas to stay in the Camp 4 until there was a change in the weather. The whole team stayed at the Camp 4 overnight, but the wind was only stronger. So at 11 a.m. on the 20th, I told the whole team to come down to Camp 2.
Kennison, an engineer by profession, was climbing Everest after long years of recovering from a serious car accident in 2006. Dawa Steven added that there was another death at Camp 2. A Sherpa collapsed at the helipad in Camp 2 from a suspected heart attack, he said. Jelly Sherpa, guiding a team of Chinese climbers for 7 summit treks, says he aborted his team's summit push when he saw a sick climber abandoned and alone on the balcony. The man needed rescuing and no one else was helping, Gelly said. I made the decision to cancel our client's summit push so that I could bring him down to safety before he died up there alone. I carried him myself all the way down to Camp 4, where a rescue team took over. Thanks to this prompt care, the sixth climber was successfully walked to the hospital, alive, Gelly shared. In addition, the Himalaya Times confirms that Srinivas Sainis Dattaya, the Indian-Singaporean climber who was reported missing on Tuesday, fell from 8,500 meters down to the Tibetan side of Everest. 7 summit treks told the paper that efforts to search for him are continuing. There is no news about Hawari bin Hashim, the deaf Malaysian climber outfitted by Pioneer. Bin Hashim disappeared from Camp 4 after summiting on Friday. His support Sherpa left him in Camp 4 in order to go up to help other teammates rescue still another stricken climber. That climber later died. Sherpas searched all the camps on Everest without results. Today, a desperate Nange Tenjin, founder of Pioneer Adventure, has asked for help from all the climbers currently on Everest to try and locate Mr. Bin Hashim and Mr. Dattaya.